welcome back to Chasing Balance Wellness. I'm Dr. Natasha Goodman, licensed therapist based in Georgia and Florida. Today, I am talking about my very own experience with breast cancer awareness and a breast cancer scare that I experienced less than a year ago. So last December, actually, since it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month this October, I felt like it was finally a good time to share about the experience and kind of share some resources as well, and hopefully help everyone be able to be more in tune with their body if they're not. And I'll share my experience of me advocating for myself because clearly I am younger than the average person that is requesting a mammogram. So there were several hurdles for me, but I know my body better than anyone else. So I definitely had to advocate. So I guess I'll go ahead and share how we got there, or how I kind of got to requesting a mammogram. So probably mid-year 2020, I was feeling some pain in my chest, in my left breast, and didn't really think too much of it until probably August, September, when it would be so bad I would wake up in the middle of my sleep. So I really realized, okay, I need to get this checked out. I ended up I get a physical regularly, and of course I'm like, oh, well, no one's ever mentioned any lumps when I've had exams. But this time when I scheduled my physical, I specifically said, hey, I'm having pains in my breast, and I want to make sure it's not something that needs to be addressed. She did the exam and just kind of brushed it off as, maybe it's your bra or caffeine, or I don't even remember what she told me. All I know is it was like, oh, it's nothing. I do feel something, but it's probably nothing. And I'm like, that doesn't make me feel any better, because you can tell something's there. So after the appointment, I tried to schedule a mammogram online, and with most insurance companies, when you're requesting a specific test, whether it's mammogram, I think a colonoscopy, there's certain exams where you are required to have a referral from an inside provider that is giving the okay to get the exam. So if your provider doesn't feel like you need the exam, it's really hard for you to get it. So I can't get the appointment done online, so I ended up calling and asking. I think it was their scheduling service on the phone. So I'm asking, okay, hey, I'm trying to make this appointment. I'm having pain in my chest and my breast, and I really want to get this checked out to make sure it's not anything serious. The first thing they asked, do you have a referral? And I said no. And then they were just like, well, you can't make this appointment. So then I got off the phone, but I'm just like, well, how does it just end there? Like, oh, my doctor doesn't think I need it, so you can't get it. And I just knew that wasn't enough for me. So I kept calling, And at one point, I finally talked to someone who really heard me. So even though I didn't have a referral, she was able to put me through to someone that could get me scheduled. So I explained what was going on, and they finally gave in and said, okay, you can make this appointment. I had the mammogram done, which the squishing of the breast is very uncomfortable. I know I'm gonna have another one in the future, but I mean, it's not worse than annual exams or gynecological exams, but still, like, women, we really have to deal with a lot. So yes, I got through the mammogram. They did the x-rays and all the things that they needed to do. And then they were finally noticing what I've been kind of advocating about. Like, I'm feeling a pain here. And so then I was told to make an appointment with a specialist within the agency to get further testing done. So then I make the appointment. I think they did like an ultrasound, I believe it was, with the gel and, everything. And I got to see on the screen. So they did the ultrasound and they saw the lump. So on my exam, on the paper, it says normal or normal with benign findings. So I would consider my situation benign findings because clearly there is a small lump. So they look at the area and they notice that my bone structure, like in my chest area, it does come to like a point where the lump developed. And I had stopped wearing wire bras from the previous appointment because I realized that's probably causing some, causing problems in that space as well when the wire rubs up against it. So I had stopped wearing it for a few weeks at this point, but the lump, of course, is still there. And so they pretty much were just saying that the way that my body is built and maybe from activity, other factors could be like caffeine intake and things like that. There's several factors, but from what they found, they did not feel that I had cancer, and they didn't feel that it was something to be alarmed about. But that is what I had to go through to feel like I was getting the answers that I needed. Yes, there was pain and there was a small lump. I was doing my own exams at home. I can tell it's different. So I had to advocate for that. And even though I am younger, there are women that are diagnosed with breast cancer under the age of 40. So it's not impossible. So I say this to say, if you feel that something's wrong with your body, it doesn't have to be your breast. It could be your knee, your foot, your arm, your hand. You know your body better than the doctor. So if you feel like something is not right, definitely get it checked. Advocate for the test that you need, because it's not going to get better if it's ignored. So I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad that it was benign and it wasn't anything where I had to have any type of surgery or anything like that. But I knew something was causing this, and it's not normal. I haven't had this pain before. Since the appointment, things have definitely gotten better. I've, been monitoring what I'm eating more. So I definitely shifted to eating healthier, working out more water, less I would say less caffeine, less dairy, things that just typically don't do well with my body. I've been cutting back because not only did I have this scare, but I also have a skin condition that I will go into in another video. But what I eat does impact how my body responds and how my body feels. So I just kind of lump that into, okay, well, I really need to be mindful and I really need to cut back, because not only do I have this condition, but now I have this pain that comes and goes, but I can probably manage it on my own. So yeah, so I'm feeling a lot better. I definitely, I was connected to a physician assistant who was able to provide so much information that is helpful. I will actually link a YouTube video that she's done with some common questions and answers. And then also she has a video of where she teaches you how to do your own self-exam. So it's perfect for the information that you will need to follow up from this video. So I will link that in the description below, and you'll be able to follow up with her YouTube page with helpful information that she shares. So yeah, once again, you know your body better. If you need an exam or you need anything, definitely advocate for yourself to get the attention that you need, because it's not always, we're not always listened to. Unfortunately, we are not always listened to. So listen to your gut, get the test, get the exam, and get answers. So that's my video today. Hopefully it was helpful. Continue to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time.